Hey Global Village, what's up? Okay, I want to make a very quick video about the concept of ideological capture. And I wanted to use one particular channel as an example, and we're not really going to listen to any of his content except the opening, and then I will just give a little bit of explanation about what I think is going on. I'll also play back the comment I left on his channel just to kind of illustrate my concerns and whether or not I'm bashing my head against a brick wall, which I kind of believe I am. Nonetheless, it's a very important point that I want to make here today. So let's go ahead and listen to the opening.
Hi, welcome back to Joe Blogs. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about what's happening in the Russian economy because
Right, and that's pretty much all I'm going to do here. Now let me provide a little bit more context. Joe Blogs produces what I would call really quite excellent content in terms of analysing the true state of the economy in Russia. And he does it by, quite frankly, going to what you would have to say are neutral sources. They're not sources that are trying to propagandize a particular perspective of how well Russia's economy is doing or how badly Russia's economy is doing. He's often going to sources within Russia itself, within official treasury sources and information they release, etc. His analysis also, he provides sound logic behind why he draws the conclusions he does. So what I'm raising here is not an issue with the quality or apparent objectivity of his content. No, the issue I'm raising here is what I would call bias by omission, because Joe is absolutely relentless in analysing the economies of a very specific set of countries, and none more so than Russia. He analyses China a lot as well. So here is my comment I left Joe because I realised a problem I had with his content, and I'll just let my comment make the point.
Joe, while I very much appreciate your rigorous analysis of Russia's economy, something that many people I would be otherwise ideologically aligned with are never willing to do, I am always very hesitant to cite your videos as a source for the simple reason that I've never seen you perform a similar analysis on Ukraine. The accusation of bias by omission is just too strong to ignore, so in the name of balance it would be great if you actually covered that country as well. That way critics could not so easily dismiss your content. One of the big issues of our time is we all end up living in echo chambers, and I feel it is imperative we all try to do better to engage with those who don't already agree with us. Otherwise the world is only going to continue to become more and more polarized.
Right, so that's basically it in a nutshell. I would like to see Joe even just once analyze Ukraine's economy, because and you might say, well, there are other people doing that. Well, there are not other people doing it in a way that I find as objective as Joe does it. So I would like to see Joe perform his particular brand of objective analysis of Ukraine, and he has never done it. And if you look at his videos, you've got to say, or you cannot help but come to the conclusion that he has become ideologically captured by his audience. In other words, he is speaking to an echo chamber, and he earns his revenue and money by telling people what they want to hear. And I don't think he has to lie to do it. I think he's actually performing, his analysis has integrity. But he will never go against the narrative by pointing out that Ukraine's economy is likewise in tatters. He just won't do that. And my suspicion is this particular comment, which you can see here, has no likes and probably will not gain any likes and will probably just be completely ignored, I think really only goes to demonstrate my point and to corroborate it. I would love it if I was wrong. I would love it if I got a response from Joe and he said, hey, that's a great idea. I see your point. Let me go ahead and make such a video. But let's face it, that's not going to happen. And it's very disappointing. I think it's a lesson for all of us, no matter what our ideology is, no matter what our opinions are on a particular matter. We really need to strive to be as objective as we can be. Growth is simply not possible if we continue to just exist within our own bubble, and if we continue to just push away apparently objective facts because they don't align with our worldview. It's just so important. And I don't know that anyone is really making any particular effort right now because it just doesn't seem to be human nature. But, we have to strive to do better. All right, Bendy out.